Welcome to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. I'll be talking about ways we can all de-stress and some helpful activities to get involved with. Welcome back to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. So today we're going to talk about setting monthly/yearly goals. We're also going to talk about some music therapy with Josh. He's going to join us very shortly. And I guess we'll just start off with these monthly goals that I found to be very helpful, and some of them I haven't actually gotten into, but I plan on getting into very soon. So it's kind of a long list, but I'm just going to go through it. So I found a website that gave some suggestions for, or I guess examples of some good monthly goals that you should set for yourself. I've seen that it's good to give yourself goals in general, to set goals for yourself in general. But I never really thought about setting monthly goals or even yearly goals. So I'm going to start off with monthly goals because I think yearly goals is a little bit too far apart. So I'm going to start with monthly goals. I think that's what's most important, because I think once you accomplish what you need to accomplish in that month, you get to look back and say, hey, I did that. So one of them says to read one book a month. I have a book that I've had for like a year or two, and I started reading it when I got it, and it was like, I read like maybe 10, 20, 30 pages at most, and then I kind of just forgot about it. I haven't read since, but I want to put that into my list of goals. I do want to finish that book. I barely even know what's going on in that book since it's been so long. But this book is about the difference between introverts and extroverts. I think it's really interesting. You get to learn a little bit about the statistics behind it and the logical facts. Another monthly goal to set for yourself is decluttering your home. What I like mostly to do is I start with my room. I start to clean out my room first. Especially if I'm looking for something, if I'm looking for scissors and it's in one of my boxes, and so I go into the box and there's more stuff, I like to then take that opportunity to take everything out of that box and say, oh, I really don't need this. That goes in the trash. Or this could look better in the corner over there. And I kind of like repositioning things in my room. I also like cleaning out like the kitchen and the bathroom. That's kind of like a Sunday for me, because for Sundays it's kind of like a get ready for the week, clean up, make it look nice, another thing accomplished. So it's kind of makes you feel good. Another one is making your bed every morning. I have not been making my bed every morning, that's for sure. But I definitely need to get in that habit. But in order for me to actually do that, is I would have to wake up earlier, because sometimes I do wake up a little late and then I'm rushing out the door. But I want it to make actually my goal to wake up earlier so I have more time to get ready and I'm not rushing out the door, stressed, and grabbing a breakfast protein bar on the road because I need a bigger breakfast. So making your bed every morning, I never do, but I have heard that it makes you feel a little better accomplishing another thing in the morning before you go to work or to your job or whatever. Going off of the decluttering your home, there's another one that says cleaning out your closet. This goes a long way. My mom had a lot of clothes. We have gone through her closet like year after year. She keeps getting more things, which she should not.
Don't talk bad about your mama.
Save that money.
Don't talk bad about your mama.
I'm not talking bad about her. I'm just giving her tips. Cleaning out your closet though, what I like to do about this though is I feel like some people will go in their closet and they say, oh, I never wear this dress. I'm just going to throw it away. Instead of throwing it away, I would put it into a pile that would go to either charity or posting it online to Poshmark or some kind of website that you can sell your clothes for. So I still have some clothes that I would like to give away. I just have it in a separate bag right now, but I want to put it online, see if anyone wants it, and if no one ends up wanting it, then I'm just gonna give it to charity. But I at least want to try to see if I can like get some money off of it. But we'll see what happens. Another monthly goal is to take up a mindful hobby. So some examples that they stated in this website, they had examples such as knitting, bullet journaling, painting. I actually got into knitting a while ago and I have not continued. I have it somewhere in my room in a box, but it's kind of therapeutic sometimes. Bullet journaling, I really want to get into that because I really like getting organized, and for some reason I really like, what are you doing?
You got your own desk.
Put it back. This is what happens when you put Josh behind the, whatever. I am very interested in bullet journaling or having a bullet journal because I really like using different colors, stickers, making it very colorful and personal for yourself. I think it's just fun to add to it all the time. Something new happens in your life and you want to write it down, or you have a new goal. I want to go to Paris before I die, like a bucket list that you want to add it in. And it's kind of fun just to have your own little journal for yourself. Painting, I'm not very good at painting, but it is a very good hobby to get into. Another monthly goal to set is completing your daily to-do list every day for a month. Well, I guess for each month. I don't do this, but I need to get into doing this. I know of some people that have to-do lists and they write them every single morning, and that's some dedication. I really want to get into that because I think if you write down your to-do list physically, then you can see what you have to accomplish for that day, that week, or that month, and you can just check it off. Same thing with going to the grocery store with a list. I like to make a list on my notes app and just go into the store. When I get something, put it in the cart, I just check it off, and it's just a lot easier for me. Another monthly goal that you can set for yourself is reaching out to a new person every day. This I can very much relate to because I feel like I'm at work 24/7. Well, work and school, I kind of get into that a little too much, and maybe I forget to call someone back. So I think it's important to reach out to a new person every day, whether it's family, friends, a random person, someone, just so you're adding something to your list and making someone else's day. Another monthly goal is to not procrastinate, and that's easier said than done. I procrastinate a lot sometimes, but thinking about, I think that we all think procrastination is just like a daily thing that we all do, and it's like totally fine until the stress kicks in and then it gets you all anxious, and we don't want to deal with that. So trying to, when you get an assignment and the due date, instead of saying, all right, I'll do that next week, or I'll do that in 2 days, instead trying to just at least starting it once you get the assignment. It'll make you feel so much better, because if you have a... What? I can't read it.
Judy S. Keene says, yay, Katie, positivity.
Thanks. Another monthly goal is to start a new productive habit every week. I would like to, this also goes with another one that was saying to give up your bad habit for 30 days, aka a month. I definitely want to get rid of some bad habits, and one of them is including procrastination. I want to be more on top of my work, getting it done beforehand, so then when I'm here, I can get work done here that needs to be done here. And one more thing, one more monthly goal is to listen to an educational podcast every time you're cooking. I never thought about, like, while you're cooking to listen to a podcast. I have listened to Emma Chamberlain. For some reason, I love her podcasts. I started listening to them in the car sometimes, and I feel like when we're cooking, it's kind of an awkward time, especially if you're cooking by yourself. I feel like sometimes I don't want to listen to music. I kind of want to just, like, have a podcast to listen to, so I kind of like to listen to Emma Chamberlain's podcast on Spotify, just so you're kind of learning some more things while you're cooking and you're staying busy. So now I think that Josh is going to come in and join us.
Let's do a commercial break first.
Just kidding. We're going to do commercial break first, and we will be right back very soon.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Welcome back to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. So we were just talking about some monthly goals that you can set for yourself, especially from this website that I found that gave some great examples. So I think we're now going to transition into a little bit about music and a little bit, I guess, of music therapy. So I think that Josh is going to come in a few seconds. He's making his way over. He's going to have to go around, though.
One,
Yeah, I'll bring it.
You're going in front of the cameras.
That's fine.
All right.
They can see my butt.
Anyway.
Hello. Hello.
Oh my god.
The thing came off.
You don't need that thing. Just clip it. Just clip it on. There you go.
Yeah, but now I gotta find it. Oh, there it is. Got it.
You don't need it. All right. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some music therapy. Speaking of which, we went to. I got some drumsticks. We went to this, what is it, guitar place?
Guitar Center.
Guitar Center, I'm
Guitar
sorry.
Center.
Really cool. I've never been to a guitar center, music place, whatever you want to call it. Really cool. They have these really cool guitars, you know. Anyways, so I got some drumming sticks.
They're just called drumsticks.
Yeah, but when I told Freddie, he thought it was like the food.
I don't know, that was weird. They're just called drumsticks.
Yeah, so we had some fun there. We were messing with the drums there. They have these electronic drum sets. Very cool. So now I'm going to be doing some practicing just on pillows for now because I'm not going to buy a whole drum set. I won't do that, Mom. But anyways, so you said that you have some statistics.
You're a
maybe?
statistic. Let's see if my audio is working real quick.
I think it is.
It's working. Okay. It says right here from, let's see, the source, Atlantic Institute of Music and Media.
Atlanta Music.
Well, Atlantic Records is one of the greatest record
Oh.
companies of all time. They signed Bruno Mars and they signed the greatest Led Zeppelin back in the day. But a study in 2015 found that people who listen to music before, during, or after surgery experience less pain and anxiety compared to those who don't listen to music.
That's interesting.
That's just one thing. How music boosts our minds. You know that chill sensation when you listen to music? I don't feel like reading right now.
Are you asking me or are you just saying?
I don't know.
The first one actually makes some sense. Not with the surgery part, but I know that whenever I go to the doctor and I have to get like a shot or something, obviously I get very anxious. My sister passes out. You know, we all have that whole family thing, but
What?
when we get shots, we get very nervous about it because, you know, there's a needle going in us. But I think that my sister and I brought headphones one time and we were listening to music and it did help a little bit. So I can understand why before, after, or during surgery, I'm assuming, I guess that it really does help with.
Well, it says it right here too, from harvard.edu. A recent survey on music and brain health conducted by AARP revealed some interesting findings about the impact of music on cognitive and emotional well-being. Music listeners had higher scores of mental well-being and slightly reduced levels of anxiety and depression compared to people overall. I wonder what I would be like if I didn't have music.
Yeah.
If I-
Because it seems like music has definitely taken over in your life.
Well, no,
Right?
it's not. It hasn't
Not
taken.
taken over,
It's not
but
taken
it's
over.
a big
It
factor.
started. It
It's
started
a big
my life.
factor in your.
Hello.
It's a
What's
big
up, Frank?
factor.
I'm saying hi to my people. No, but I grew up
Yeah.
with music. I started when I was 5. So, like I said, I can't see what my life would be like without music.
Mm-hmm.
If I never had music, it probably
Yeah.
would be bad.
What kind of instruments do you play?
I play.
Or
I
which
guess.
one do
I
you
guess
think
the. I guess the
helps?
main. Oh, guitar is obviously the one that helps the most. Because that's what I grew up playing.
Yeah.
I will say, if you're starting out playing music, start on the drums. It's a very stress less, or good way to stress less, just because you're learning rhythm, but at the same time you get to just hit these
Oh my
drums.
gosh. We were in traffic yesterday for a very long time. It was at least 30 minutes in, and so we decided to go into this guitar place, and I just started hitting a drum, and I was like, this is therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It really does help. I am not very good at drumming, but I think just messing with the drums and then learning the rhythm eventually, it kind of works out.
And then getting a pair of sticks
Yeah, just start
And
out with
then
sticks.
while you're
You don't need a
listening-
whole drum set. Just start with sticks, and if you truly
drum.
like it,
Air drum.
then you'll get into,
Or you can bang on pillows, or you can do whatever. Because drumsticks, I mean, I know instruments and being a musician or whatever, it's a pricey thing to do.
it is pricey. But if you start with just some sticks, and then if you find within yourself that you really like that and you want to learn more and get into it, then I think then you can go take the next step and
$10
You know.
for sticks.
yeah, it's only
Start
$10,
out,
pretty cheap. So
start out with playing on pillows, then you go get a practice pad.
yeah,
You bang on that, and on the practice pad, it actually has a little surface where the sticks can bounce off, where it feels like a real drumstick.
It
You
is
can
very
practice
cool.
your
Yeah.
drum rolls. You can practice your paradiddles.
you said that you play the ukulele too, right? You have a ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele is a fun instrument to start out with because you
Yeah.
saw it's an
Yeah.
easier instrument, I should say, to play.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I
Um,
was interested in it. I didn't buy it, Mom.
two good instruments to start out with if you don't want to play drums, if you want to play something more musically inclined, more melodic. Like ukulele is a good one. It's a very, I don't want to say simple because it is still very challenging to someone new. But it's more on the simple side of things. That one, and learning the bass guitar too. I didn't get to show her the other day, but with the bass guitar, obviously you would have to get the guitar and the amp for the full effect and everything. You can get acoustic bass guitar, which kind of does the same thing, but it has that deep low,
Rhythm.
not just rhythm, but
more
just
of
the
like a-
low frequency.
Yeah.
Um,
Something
and
about
it's-
it is just very intriguing.
It's you can. That's what I love most about music is when you feel it in your stomach.
Yeah.
You gotta turn the volume all the way up to 10. Actually, in Spinal Tap, you gotta turn it up to 11.
But don't blow your eardrums out.
No, please blow your eardrums out, please.
Wear headphones at least.
Then turn the headphones all the way up to 11. But the bass guitar is very soothing. It's very relaxing.
I feel like the
And you don't
ukulele
even
is
have
very
to
soothing.
The ukulele is soothing in
Well, I
one
mean,
sense,
they
but like I
like-
said, I gotta show you how the bass guitar sounds because you'll just feel it. Like it's the only instrument you can truly feel. You can feel all the other instruments, but with the bass guitar, once you turn it all the way up, is different. It's different. But you don't have to be a rock star, learning the guitar, learning the drums. Join your, I mean, obviously this is for students and for kids and all that, but join middle school band, join high school band, because that's also, it's an easy way and it's a free way
Yes.
because the
Technically.
teachers there are professional musicians.
They're there to teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
in middle school we went in a rotation of drums, guitar, learning the drums, guitar, piano, and we got to learn a little bit about each one. It's kind of cool. So obviously I'm not like that good at drumming, but I think if I keep on practicing, I can get somewhere.
But yeah, if you join your middle school band or your high school band, like I said, you don't have to learn these popular instruments like the drums or like a guitar, piano, and all that. You can learn these different instruments while still learning about theory and what music is as a whole. Learning different notes and different chords and different scales. It makes you more knowledgeable and you see life differently. Because the way I see life, I try to look at things in patterns. Because in music, there's always a rhythm, there's always a pattern. So now I can kind of translate it to real life and try to find patterns in everyday life. And even with the stuff I'm working on, I try to find different patterns, and it makes things easier. But joining a local school band, you can.
It's a start.
Yeah, I learned that. I started out with the trumpet. I didn't like the trumpet because everyone else was playing the trumpet. It was fun to play. I learned how to play the George Lopez thing. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
War.
Yeah. No, I know which one you're talking about.
Lowrider. I think that's
For the
Lowrider
George
by War.
Lopez show
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But once you learn something stupid like that, it just is fun. It's fun. Because I play, you hear me playing the SpongeBob thing?
On the ukulele.
Yeah, when I do that,
And a
it just
guitar.
brings out a warmness, warm happiness to you. But after the trumpet, I went to the alto sax. That was a really fun one to play. And then I went to the tuba. I went to upright bass. That was actually pretty fun. But even with learning these different instruments, you learn different artists and you expand your knowledge on the artistic world out there. Because I saw a quote that says you don't really need anything in your life except art. I mean, obviously you need food, water, and shelter, yes, but
Yeah. I think art goes a long way. along with
mentally,
music.
when you're at your lowest, you go to things you love the most, and which usually tends to go back to something artistic.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I'm ever just bored, I like to just look at what I have in my room. I have canvases. I'll start painting, and I'll kind of just go to there. But now that I have my drumsticks, I got something to do. Especially if I'm ever having a bad day, and you know, when you're ever having a bad day and you want to punch someone, you should not punch
No.
someone. Instead of punching, get yourself some drumsticks, and just hit them on some pillows of yours and just take out the anger instead of making actual damage. Let's not do that.
Listening to music, making music, that's art. Painting, sketching, and everything else, that's art. Writing or even reading books, that's art. Everything is
It all comes
art.
back to art for some. Yeah,
everything is art.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's about it.
yeah. Thanks for coming on the show and giving your.
I got nothing. Oh, what are 10 benefits of music? Healthy heart, elevates mood, reduces stress, relieves symptoms of depression, stimulates memories, manages pain, eases pain. Oh, and stimulates memories. If you listen to like a song you've never heard in like 15 years, but you still know every single lyric to it, there's something weird about that. So, yeah, just trust music and trust art. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
Go. Keep talking. Your show's still on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go look over there.
I'll hold it. There you go. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna walk right in front of the camera again. Thank you, Josh, for coming on and talking about music from an expert as yourself.
I'm not an expert.
You are an expert.
I'm not an expert.
He knows a lot about instruments. He really knows what he's doing. So I don't know anyone else. So you're the music man here at the studio. So
You're at 28, so.
yeah. One more thing. It's a little bit off topic. I just wanted to share. I was actually doing a paper for school, and I had to look up some websites, research for things that decrease stress levels. And I looked online. I found usually the same kind of stuff you would look up and you would find. But doing a good deed actually is known to decrease your stress level. And I feel like we've talked about, lots of people talk about giving to others, doing a good deed, giving to charity, doing something like that. I feel like we've all what are you doing?
You're still on screen.
No.
Keep going. Yeah, you are.
Oh my God. We've all talked about it, mentioned it before, but I think actually taking that step and giving to others, looking out for someone else is just the right thing to do. It's a nice thing to do for someone, and I think we should all try it out. And yeah, that's all I got for today. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. If stress is something you struggle with, think about watching a sunset, listening to music, dancing like there's nobody watching, and explore something new. You never know what you'll find out about yourself.